I just feel really scared.
Come on.
No, no, no. Mia, we can't run.
Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. Houston Wilson set out alone to tackle the remote Tour de los Padres route, deep in California's rugged backcountry. At first, the ride seemed manageable, but exhaustion, scorching heat, and dehydration quickly began to take their toll.
I'm feeling really beat. It was super hard getting out of the bivvy this morning. My rear hub has been making a lot of noise, and I'm scared that my wheel is just gonna fall apart. My cranks don't feel great. I'm scared that my bottom bracket is gonna explode. But I'm just trying to remind myself that I'm just riding, and that's the only thing I can focus on. I noticed I was getting a little bit too much sound. I just really want this climb to be over. I imagine it's gonna be another few hours though, but after that we'll descend forever, so. Oh, hate that. Yeah, feeling demoralized again. I don't know how much further I have, but I'm struggling a little bit mentally. But let's carry on. At least it's shaded. That's nice, and it's beautiful too. I just feel really scared. I don't know why I just get I just feel really scared and alone.
From the very start, mechanical problems plagued him. His rear hub rattled constantly, and he worried his wheel might give out at any moment. His cranks felt unstable, making him fear his bottom bracket could fail without warning. With little choice, he tried to focus solely on pedaling forward. As the climb dragged on, the sun became relentless. He pushed his way uphill for hours, mentally and physically drained. Shade and the occasional view offered brief relief, but isolation weighed heavily on him. A sense of fear and vulnerability began to creep in as he rode further from civilization. Water became scarce. He struggled to sleep, and his bike continued to break down. First the brakes, then the hub, and later a flat tire. Without spare brake pads, he realized he was in real danger. He filled his bottles wherever he could, and considered whether he should abandon the trail altogether. As the terrain grew harsher, his unease deepened.
I took off my turtleneck and helmet. I just need to keep maximizing my time climbing before it gets really hot. Trying to get to the upper campground for some water. Hot. Fuck. I have worn through my brake pads and I did not bring spares. So that is a pretty serious problem. Okay, I'm gonna fill up on water. Just try to fill up all my bottles. And after I do that, I'm gonna look at the maps and see if there's a different way to get off of this mountain other than the trail. It is just very sketchy, and I'm pretty freaked out right now. I got a flat too.
At night, strange noises echoed through the dark, making him feel watched and exposed. Despite exhaustion, he pushed on, reaching the top only after nearly collapsing from heat stroke, an ordeal he described as one of the scariest moments of his life.
want to be down there so badly. I'm making like 0 progress right now, and I'm feeling really discouraged and tired. We got the campsite. Really beautiful with these rock formations, and the sky is really gorgeous. Hopefully the rocks will protect it from the wind, because we're pretty high up here. But yeah, another long day, but I think if I'm well rested, I can hopefully make it into Ojai, because I'm like pretty much out of water, unfortunately. But I'm excited to go to bed, and I'm gonna wash my face and stuff. Good night. Hey, so it's like 3 a.m. I've made the decision that I need to leave my bike up here.
By the time he reached camp, he was nearly out of water. He tried to rest, but the following nights brought little comfort. At 3 a.m., after battling exhaustion and fear, he finally made the decision to leave his bike behind. With no other option, he continued on foot through the punishing heat, nearly collapsing before finally spotting other people days later. That was when he knew he had survived. Analysis and theories. Wilson's ordeal highlights just how quickly an adventure can turn into a fight for survival when equipment fails and the wilderness offers no mercy. His lack of spare gear and limited water supply nearly cost him everything. Open-ended twist. But here's the question. If you were in his shoes, would you have abandoned your bike or risked pushing it further into the unknown? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. On September 29, 2024, the creator behind the popular channel Van City Van Life shared an unusual encounter, one that proved the wilderness doesn't always follow you into the deep backcountry. Sometimes it shows up in the middle of the city. The video begins at dawn, just after sunrise. He had been stealth camping near a senior living facility in a quiet neighborhood. This wasn't the wild, it was suburbia. Yet the morning calm was shattered by a series of loud crashes outside his van. At first, he assumed the sounds were ordinary, perhaps someone rummaging through trash or workers starting their day. But when he stepped outside with his camera, the source of the noise became clear. A massive black bear was only a few feet away.
Oh, there's a bear on that garbage can up there. Good morning, you guys. I'm just waking up here and I could hear noises outside my van. I'm sleeping right outside an old folks' home and there's a giant bear right here. He was digging through that garbage can right there. With all the garbage on the ground. He woke me up. I'm like, what is happening outside my van? Oh, he's right there. Look how big he is. Look at him.
When I first heard the banging was about a half an hour before I got out of the van this morning. I heard the bangs and I'm like, oh man, is somebody breaking in on one of the businesses around? And I looked around outside, I didn't see anything, and I curled back up in bed. Then I decided I'm just gonna get up and start this video. That's when I noticed the big bear. That bear is ready for hibernation. It has been digging through dumpsters and eating lots of food. I haven't seen a bear that big in the city in a long time.
That bear is way bigger than you.
Knocking over a garbage can and tearing into the contents. The bear's size was striking, far larger than what he was used to seeing within city limits. Clearly preparing for hibernation, the animal seemed entirely comfortable around people, showing no hesitation as it rooted through the bins. Though the scene could have turned tense, the creator remained calm. His dog eventually barked and charged, helping to scare the bear away. The encounter then shifted into a moment of reflection. Early van life often revolved around stealth camping, yet here he was, parked right in front of a senior's home without trouble from staff or locals. The only real visitor had been nature itself.
Izzy, come on. Izzy, that bear's bigger than you, bro. Good morning. So I was doing a little stealth camping here in front of a senior's home, and I got out and I propped my camera up, and while I was out I could just hear this bang, bang, bang. I'm like, oh, whatever, someone's putting stuff in the garbage can. I turn around and there's a freaking bear right there ripping apart that whole garbage can. Oh guys, good morning, good morning. So it's those bears that you gotta worry about. When you're running into a big black bear in the backcountry, as long as it's not a mama bear with her cubs, usually it's pretty good. It's when you run into the bears in the city, because they have no fears of you at all, those are the ones that you really gotta worry about. But anyway guys, had a great night's sleep here in front of the senior's home. Good morning. That bear's gone that way, by the way. Long way away from here right now. Thanks for trying to protect us. Hey, thanks for the big barking. You scared the bear away, bro. Good boy.
Throughout the video, he stressed that the key in such situations isn't how well hidden you are, but how you choose to respond. In the backcountry, bears usually avoid humans unless cubs are involved. In cities, however, they often lose that fear, making them unpredictable and more dangerous. This might not be the most terrifying entry, but it perfectly illustrates the unpredictability of van life. Even in the middle of a city, the unexpected can appear, sometimes in the form of a massive black bear searching for food, while a loyal dog tries to keep it at bay. The incident highlights how wildlife adapts to urban spaces, often becoming bolder and more willing to approach humans. While this bear eventually left without conflict, it raises concerns about how easily human waste can draw large animals into populated areas. What do you think is more dangerous, encountering a bear in the wilderness or crossing paths with one that has grown used to city life? Chris set out on a solo camping trip in Harwood Forest, England, hoping for peace and quiet. After passing a noisy group of young people, he pushed further into the woods to find solitude, eventually setting up camp on a grassy slope with his food, drinks, and tent prepared. The evening began smoothly. He had plenty of space in his shelter and a variety of food ready for the night. From cured meats to pastries and even ingredients for burgers later on, it looked like the perfect setup for a relaxing evening outdoors.
Loads of room in there for me. And I'm going to eat well tonight, mandingos. I've got the usual chorizo, peppered salami. I've got myself a couple of Cornish pasties. Got me pansexual there for burgers for later.
As daylight faded, Chris decided to take a short walk to enjoy the scenery. But while exploring, he lost his bearings and began to worry he might not find his way back before dark.
So I reckon I've got about an hour and a half, 2 hours before it's dark. So rather than just sitting there drinking, I'm going to go for a little wander, see what's kicking about. This is not a bad little spot. It's on a little bit of a slope, but it's nice and grassy.
Luckily, he managed to return to camp just in time, only to discover something unsettling.
So here we are back at the tent. Whew. I was shitting myself a bit there, like I've went right over there and I'm thinking, oh God, I'm lost. What an idiot. But I came back and here we are. I was thinking, hey, why are you some professional camper? Can't even find your tent. Hey, what the fuck's happened here? What the fuck's this? It's me fucking... Fucking hell, man. It's fucking strange. Two fucking... Sorry for the language, guys. 2 Cornish pasties and meat's gone. I mustn't like peppered salami, that's still there. And thank God my whiskey's still there.
Several of his food items had mysteriously vanished. Some meat and pastries were gone, while other items remained untouched. Even his bottle of whiskey was still in place. The scene left him puzzled. Was it the work of animals, a prank by other campers, or something stranger? Though nothing else seemed disturbed, the feeling of unease lingered. Chris stayed the night, but the eerie realization that something, or someone, had been close to his camp never really left him. Food theft in the woods is often blamed on animals, yet the selective nature of what was taken raises questions. Why leave some items untouched? Could it have been people passing through, or is there a chance something more mysterious was at play? If you were in Chris's position, would you have packed up and left after noticing the missing food, or tried to push through the night with that unsettling feeling hanging over you? Anthony had been wild camping deep in the forest, soaking in the stillness of the night. But sometime after midnight, that calm was shattered. A chilling sound tore through the silence and jolted him awake. Groggy and disoriented, he grabbed his camera to document what was happening. What he captured was a scream, high-pitched, unnatural, and unlike anything he had ever heard from wildlife before. Fear escalated when he realized the flap of his tent wasn't fully closed. He hurried to zip it shut, his heartbeat racing as the strange noise seemed to move around his campsite. Then, without warning, the recording cut off, leaving viewers with no clear answer as to what came next. Some believe the sound could have been a fox, an owl, or another nocturnal animal making eerie calls. Others argue it was too unnatural, raising questions of something paranormal, or even human, lurking in the woods that night. If you were camping alone and heard that kind of scream circling your tent, would you stay hidden inside, or make a run for it into the darkness? RBD Whispers is a small but steadily growing exploration channel run by a mother and daughter team who travel across the United States documenting abandoned places. Their videos usually have a calm and welcoming tone, often highlighting the beauty of old houses, barns, and forgotten buildings. But during one particular visit to a property they nicknamed the Dead End House, things took a turn that neither of them expected. The channel later submitted this clip directly, along with a note that read, "Listen closely during my daughter's outro. You can hear someone running on the steps. So creepy, knowing we were not alone. I feel terrible putting my daughter in danger." The video itself starts off lighthearted.
Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. Get ready to go to another place. We call this house the Dead End House, Dead End Road House. We're more prepared this time than we were last time. As in, we got hats, gloves, warmer jackets. Well, she does.
I don't have a hat.
Oh. Okay, so I lied about all of that. I hope you enjoy our video. I'll start again when we get there. Before, last time we came, there was a truck that was hidden behind these logs. There's a highway right there, and the truck was hidden right here. We're watching Most RG right now to prepare us for going inside.
All right,
let's go.
The daughter laughs about being better prepared for this trip, listing off hats, gloves, and jackets, though admitting she forgot a few of them. The house they enter looks exactly like the kind of location urban explorers seek out. Peeling wallpaper, cracked mirrors, dust-covered furniture, and even a strange, high-mounted sink. As she moves from room to room, the mood subtly shifts.
Another closet that you can see. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts of this room. My mom's going back. She's inside the car now. Okay, let's go to this room. You know, being by yourself is a lot creepier in these places. But it's alright, I'm doing this for you. Did you hear that? That mirror is about to fall. It's just another... I don't know if I ever actually went back. It looks like there's a back room. Fridge. Nothing too fancy. Wild wallpapers. This beautiful blue closet with a little bit of light coming through.
Her mother returns to wait in the car, leaving her alone inside. The tone of her voice changes as she remarks on how much creepier these places feel when you're by yourself. She continues narrating, showing viewers different details in the house when something eerie happens.
Maybe this is where they wash clothes or something, but it's hooked up to the pipes. The pipes go all the way under, so I don't really know. If you guys know what this is, let me know in the comments, because that would be a helpful fact. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of this place because it's very cold and creepy by myself. So here we go. My mom's outside in the van, or in the vehicle. She's freezing. I hear some really creepy things. Okay, so I'm starting to get freaked out. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. My mom and I would super appreciate it. I need to get out of this house. I'm shivering. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching.
During her closing remarks, thanking viewers for watching and asking them to subscribe, a sound cuts through the moment. Footsteps, fast, deliberate, and unmistakably coming from upstairs. Her mom was outside in the vehicle. No one else was supposed to be inside. The daughter doesn't react in the moment, likely not hearing it over her own speaking voice, but on playback the sound is clear and impossible to ignore. She wraps up quickly, her tone noticeably shaken, noting how cold and unsettling the house feels and how eager she is to leave. Just before stepping out, she also stumbles upon what looks like a grave near the property. It isn't explained, and the video doesn't linger on it, but the combination of strange noises and the ominous discovery leaves an unsettling impression. There are no jump scares here. The fear comes from subtle details, from the realization that something might have been watching her the entire time. Some viewers believe the sounds could have been structural. Old houses are known to creak and groan. But others argue the noise is far too distinct, like someone running quickly across a wooden floor. If that's the case, the daughter may have unknowingly been just a few feet away from a stranger inside the house. What do you think? Was it simply the building settling, or was someone else really inside the dead-end house that day? The Moon Pie Project is a channel unlike most in the paranormal niche. Run by Mia and her close companion Autumn, their videos combine folklore investigation with deeply personal storytelling, creating a style that feels both intimate and unsettling. In this particular entry, the pair decided to explore a section of trail near the Appalachian region. It wasn't part of the official route, and signs warned visitors to stay away. Still, curiosity pulled them in.
But no, yeah, this is us going into the woods, into a trail that you are not supposed to be on, and deeply, deeply, deeply regretting it afterwards.
Not closed if you trespass. Guess what we're doing? What are we doing today? We're hunting the unspeakable.
I have a pretty good guess. Yeah, I wonder why it's closed. Why it's been closed since 2019. Yeah, isn't this... It's not part of the Appalachian Trail, but it's part of, like, that whole stretch, right?
Who really knows why? I feel like I have an idea. Do you have a weapon on you?
I do. I have several. Thanks. Well, no, because I was about to say, not to whistle in the woods, not to say its name.
The path had been closed for years, and local rumors tied it to unexplained disappearances and disturbing discoveries. At first, their journey felt ordinary. The trail was overgrown, the sound of the river filled the background, and their mood was light as they filmed and joked in their signature style. But before long, strange problems emerged. Phones began losing storage space, batteries drained unnaturally fast, and the mood shifted. Not long after, they encountered something unusual.
I'm gonna die for this project. I swear to God. Up. Up we go. Now we go. Mia, move. Mia, get off. It's okay. Don't panic. It's okay. It's all right.
What is that?
porcupine. That is a porcupine. That is a porcupine. It's all right, buddy. We're sorry.
Sorry, little beavers, porcupine. We were stuck a little bit.
Maybe.
I was on his rock for his log. I don't think he's too happy about that. So
This is so cool.
we found the skinwalker, and it kind of looks like my cat, but spiky, and very upset about the fact that I was on its log. So
A porcupine. It didn't behave like a typical animal, lingering on the path and watching them closely. To the duo, it felt symbolic, almost like a warning not to continue. Ignoring the omen, they pressed deeper into the woods. That's when they stumbled upon something truly disturbing.
I think he's coming up here. He's coming up here. Autumn? All right. What the fuck is that?
Do you want a moon pie?
Is he on our side now? Okay. I can't hold two phones, eat a moon pie, and I'll try. There's random pictures of people printed out up here. Okay. Here you go. I found some like witchcraft things. What? There's like black and white pictures of people printed out.
Where? Oh,
Yeah.
I think that porcupine was our sign to leave.
Printed photographs scattered across the ground, some black and white, some torn, arranged in deliberate patterns. Alongside them were symbols scratched into nearby stones. To outsiders, it might have looked like random debris, but to those who know Appalachian lore, the markings seemed ritualistic. The tension grew heavier. They tried to remain calm, but as noises echoed around them, instinct screamed to leave.
We can't run. Don't run.
Oh, I thought you were taking. I thought I got you.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. Mia, we can't run. If it is what you think it is, running gets its attention. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay.
I don't like dogs.
It's not a dog.
What is it?
Take this.
It's not a dog? What is that?
Don't worry about it. We're just gonna go back to the car. We found it. It's after us. We're gonna walk to the car. We're gonna walk to the car. Oh my god. Wait until we get out of the woods. Keys out. Oh my god. It's laughing. It's yelling. That's what it was. Found the source.
Still, something held them back, an invisible pressure, as if they were being watched. For those familiar with skinwalker legends, this moment carried weight. These beings, according to indigenous traditions, are shapeshifters, manipulators, and predators that thrive on fear. The girls debated running, but they knew that fleeing might only make them prey. Instead, they forced themselves to walk back toward their car. By the time they emerged from the forest, their fear was written not in their words, but
In the woods, you can't go running off to follow you because that means you're food.
I'm freezing right now. It's all right. I thought it was over. I thought we were dead. They were laughing and yelling and barking. Who does that?
I don't know. Ooh, don't drive off the bridge. Say what you just said again. Predators don't run from predators. To the thing that we were looking for, we are prey animals. But we can pretend that we're predators. If you hear something in the woods, and it's not obviously like a bear or a coyote, and even then, you shouldn't run away from it, because similarly to when you're swimming in the ocean and you swim away from a shark, instinct kicks in for it to follow you just because you're swimming away from it. So you just have to be like, oh, you know what? I am bored and I don't want to be here anymore. And just walk away like nothing.
but in the silence between them. Relief was immediate, but the feeling of being followed never quite faded. They hadn't found what they were looking for. Instead, something had found them. Viewers debate what the duo encountered that day. Some believe it was ritual remains left by humans. Others think it was coincidence. Yet many point to the drained devices, the strange behavior of the porcupine, and the overwhelming sense of dread as signs they may have stepped into something beyond explanation. Do you think Mia and Autumn were brushing against an old legend made real? Or was it simply their fear amplifying a string of unsettling coincidences? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.